One moment, please. Sorry. Today I will be starting a rather interesting series. I don't know whether or not I'll be able to post it onto my YouTube, but I am definitely going to be starting it here. I'm going to be using different leveling systems, or, well, skill systems, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Stat systems, sure. Let's go with that. To figure out how powerful I'd be in each of those respective cases. Today, I'm going to be going with 4d6s, because I am too lazy to do the whole power wheel thing. Okay? So, for those of you that don't know how that works, somehow, 4d6s essentially works like this. One second, I'm gonna have to grab my eraser. My actual eraser. 4d6s works essentially like this. You roll 4 standard dice, a die with 6 sides, 4 of them, and you drop the lowest roll. Now, I'm going to be using a special rule set by I don't remember what it's called, but it's the D&D project going on between Blumenac, Sellsword Arts, and those other ones. Basically, they added a special rule so that it's a little more fair. You re-roll all the ones that say 1, all the ones. That way you don't have a critically low score. You can still get a really low score with just re-rolling ones, but don't matter. Roll number 1. Alright, I'm going to show you each of my rolls very quickly because I don't have time to decide on the stats just yet. Okay? So if I drop the lowest, which is this 3, we've got 15. I'm writing it down this time because on my last attempt at doing this, it didn't work out too well. Roll number 2. That's a 1, so let's re-roll it. And that turns into a 2. Get that out of here. And that's going to be a 13. Roll number 3. Not the best score, not the worst. Now, when your lowest score ends up being 2 of the dice, you just pick one and go with the rest. And that's going to add up to 11, another 13. Now, mind you, because I am human, and I'm not trying to, turn myself into an elf or anything, I'm just going to be taking the +1 to all stats, if that's what I remember correctly from the 2014 5th edition set. There are no 1s. Remove this 3, 2 4s. That's going to be an 8 plus 6. That's 14. I could have run that much easier by just adding 1 4 and 1 6 to make 10, but that doesn't matter. Okay, and then that's a very good roll. Get rid of the 2. That's a 17. One roll left. Okay, that's... not great. Let's re-roll the ones, which are these two right here. That's the result. Another one. So, roll again. And that's a 2. Okay. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see too well, but I'll make the caption as short as possible. That's going to be 4 plus 4, 8, 13. Okay, so this is actually a rather lucky roll, because as a human, if I remember correctly from the Legacy version of 5th edition, I get a +1 to all of my stats. Meaning, in reality, I have... this. The video is kind of a flipped over because of the fact that I don't know how to flip the camera. So I'm sorry on that front, but I'll check back in once I decide where to put what stats. Alright, just got all my stats together. Again, the camera is flipped, so you can't necessarily see it properly. But if you guys are able to read backwards, that would be great. Anyway, my constitution is 16, my wisdom is 14, my charisma is 14, my dexterity is 15, my strength is 18, and my intelligence is 14. Now, mind you, 10 is the number of average for generally all the races. So if I had rolled a 9 on any of my stats, I still would have gotten a 10, because average. Anyway. You guys want to give me a class? I'm pretty sure my best one would end up being either fighter or barbarian. Because I definitely wouldn't be any of the other classes. What do you think? This is episode 1 of using various stat systems to determine what my power would be on such.